Fight family, what's going on? We live, man. It's Slugfest Boxing. We bringing y'all a Saturday night special. It's your boy Gus. I got my boy Rich in the building. Special guest Porter. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing? I'll let.
Man,
what it do, Gus? Another great night to talk boxing, baby.
Hey, what it do, Gus? Same shit, different story, man.
That's what it is, man. P. Welcome to the show, man. First time on, man. I appreciate you coming on, hollering at us. I see you going by Duck Motors today. What's up with the Duck Motors, man?
Hey, man, you know my feet go left and right, big dog. When I run, I still run that 109 minutes and 9 seconds, so I'm good.
You right, 9 minutes. You said it right. 9 minutes.
Stop. But you know I had to represent the Donalds too, so I get my win back somewhere.
That's what it is, man. We got some special stuff coming towards y'all today. We're gonna let my boy Porter chop it up. We ain't talked to him since he watched the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight, so we're gonna jump into that a little bit. We're gonna talk about that big fight coming up next week with Wilder and Big Zhang. It was supposed to be Bivol and Betraviv, but unfortunately Betraviv is hurt, so the biggest fight on the card is Wilder and Big Zhang. We got the Jack Catteral and Josh Taylor rematch that just happened today. We're going to chop it up with that, talk about the Ryan updates and what's next for Devin, and a lot more. So right after this, we'll be back with the show.
I'ma need an encore. Scream to your throat, so why you think I ain't the go for? Can't go to 10 toes. At the top, you on the 10th floor. It's over, holla 10-4. I'ma need an encore. My swag, you would die for. You can quit, but no, I won't. Diamonds on my neck, make the scala let you lie for. Haters think it die slow. I'ma need an encore. I'ma need an encore.
Hey, Gus, real quick.
What's up?
Before you bring us back, I want to let you know, man, you look like my man that Wilder just knocked out in that clip, the last part.
No, man,
it's the burn. Go ahead. Don't trust the burn like that. Don't try me like that either. I'm a dog. I'm over here looking like top dog, man.
Oh, man. That's crazy.
Hey, man, but outside of all that, fellas, man, let's tap into this Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, the fight outcome, and then the outcome after the fight, which is crazy that we got to talk about. Porter, what was your take on the fight, man, with Haney and Garcia?
For me, man, just looking at it, I think Haney may have took Garcia a little light. I think how Garcia was going with his fight analysis before, how they go through their things before the fight. I think Haney might have came out and thought Garcia was a joke, and then when they got in the ring and things started actually happening, I think Haney started taking oh shit steps, but it was too late. Of course, Garcia hopped on him, faster than what Haney would have liked, and do I think? In a perfect world, Haney goes about this fight differently. Yes, but Haney is the type of fighter that I don't think he's ever had a real knockout, has he? So it was nothing. What's that?
I mean, he's knocked people out. It's just been a couple years, but
to me, that's not a knockout.
He has knockouts, but it's just been a while since then.
Yeah, but to your recollection, you have to go about what 3, 4, 5, maybe even more for that knockout.
Yeah, you're right on that synopsis of.
Yeah, so it's kind of like I think he really just took Garcia for a joke. He thought that was going to be a little quick win, quick little money grab, and then he was going to be able to go on, and challenge someone else.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate for a minute. Me, the biggest Ryan Garcia fan you'll see, but I can say as they watch the fight, and this is just my opinion, and there's probably other opinions that follows, rounds 2 through 6, there's a heavy argument that Devin Haney won them rounds. So on the point card, before the knockdown and before the change of the fight, I mean, it was a competitive fight. He just got hurt early, which no boxer wants to happen. He just got hurt early. I feel like that kind of dictates any fighter hurt. We just seen it last weekend with Tyson Fury. Once you're hurt, it changes everything. It changed. Once you're hurt, changes the whole aspect. So just in that, just me saying that, like, and I can say for sure, or it's a great argument, and me not even being a Haney supporter, that he won rounds 2 through 6. So it wasn't like it was a straight domination by Ryan. He just turned it up, and what followed, he didn't stop Haney. So all that stuff. And then, even though that's my boy, there's PEDs in question. So so it makes the whole fight, it's like, man, it's bittersweet. At least on my end, being a Ryan supporter. And I know Devin boxed his ass off before he got hurt. Even after he got hurt. And I love that in boxing. I always pay attention to fighters after they're hurt. Or if you're knocked down, what you do when you get back up, all this stuff. Haney got hurt early, and then almost, if I can say myself, outperformed Ryan rounds 2 through 6, and just got hit again, caught again. But
I think it's one of those. My fault. I think it's one of those things that even if you think he wins 2 through 6, no one remembers that when you start getting hurt in the boxing world. The point guard, yeah, it may have, it's debatable, but, you know, again, once you start getting hurt and the fight starts taking a turn for its worse, if you're Haney, I don't think the judges are really going to care because he got hurt. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't like one of those little
he got
fake
hurt, but
knockouts.
he didn't get knocked down
until
later on in the fight. But being hurt, and he got hurt early and recovered, and won rounds. So it ain't like Ryan came in there, steroided up, and just dominated the fight. He had a quick glimpse, round 1, and even as me and Gus was watching, I was like, man, is he taking rounds off, or is Devin Haney outboxing him for these couple rounds? So, Devin Haney had moments where he was Devin Haney. Right. It just turned into something different on my end. But then they're like, we got the whole argument of the PEDs and so it makes it hard to even get behind it. It's like you dominated Devin. We ain't never seen Devin like that. But we ain't never seen Devin in there with a fighter on PEDs, and that's my boy.
Y'all let me know when y'all want the GOAT analysis.
I'm ready for you. I'm ready for when you
Hey, man, real quick before you even go, I will say this right here. I think Haney needs one thing and one thing only. For his dad to shut up. You can go ahead and go.
Thank you. Thank you. That's a great point.
His dad got to shut up.
I agree.
Y'all let me know when y'all want the GOAT analysis.
I don't know about the GOAT, but go ahead, Gus.
Go ahead, man. Do you?
Before I get into the GOAT analysis, Pete, who your favorite fighters right now in this fight?
You know, you can't go away with Isaac Cruz.
Yeah,
you can't.
I love it.
You can't do wrong with Tank, of course.
Of course.
And Fundora's become one of my, favorite fighters as well.
He's a created boxer.
Yeah.
About
but it doesn't matter. He's still, what I'm saying, he's fun to watch. So that's my three
like
right
the underdog picks, don't you?
Yeah.
I fuck with him on the Fundora pick.
Yeah. And like I said, Cruz, before you go, I will say this right now. I think Cruz has proven time and time again why Tank won't fight him again.
Hold on. I like the limb he's taking.
Yeah.
I like the limb you're taking on that tree.
Hey, listen. Yeah, I might walk out on a limb, but honestly, I do think that's why Tank won't fight him again. He beat him that once, and then he's like, I can't do that again. Broken hand and all, whatever he broke, wrist, hand, whatever it was.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that that's a quick analysis before I get to the Devin Haney, man. Tank can do outside Cruz dirty, man. Let's stop this, man. He got back in the ring with him with two clean hands, man. He doing that, man.
Hey, man, listen.
I mean, outside Cruz, look, he a beast. He's a come forward, but he's a one-trick pony. I mean, once Tank makes the adjustment in the fights, what adjustment can Isaac Cruz go to? He's gonna do the same thing, come forward like a bull, and when that don't work, I mean, he ain't got nothing else to go to. So I think when you get to that high level of fight, fighting Tank, he's still gonna be in trouble. This time he might get stopped though.
Let me ask you this.
Hold on.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on,
Go ahead, Rich.
Hold on, Porter. Who might get stopped?
Cruz.
But who? What you mean by? Oh, you talking about if he fight Tank?
Yeah, if he fight Tank again, he might get stopped this time.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, he really might. But man, I put Cruz up there, man. I mean, that's I just wanted to verify what I was hearing and all this stuff. But yeah, Cruz, he go up there, man. But Tank is Tank. Tank is special. But Pitbull
now,
Cruz is go ahead.
I mean, since Tank don't seen him now, it's like it's different, You know what he in there with. He like, man, I had one hand was able to, at least have some type of game.
That's
plan.
debatable.
So now that I got two clean hands, I'm coming up. My power is definitely gonna come up with me at 140. So he already showed that when he knocked out Mario Berry. That nigga at he at 147 now. So it's like he's still punch hard at that weight class. So I mean, I just don't see Cruz beating Tank in any situation unless he can't even one punch knockout. Cruz really ain't that. He can hit you with a barrage and start going to get you.
But I can say this: I don't see nobody knocking Pitbull Cruz out.
Me neither.
Ain't nobody gonna stop him. He ain't getting stopped.
I don't see nobody knocking him out. Neither one, and then two. I'm not saying that he would beat Tank. What I'm saying is Tank is doing a great job of never having to see that man ever again.
He gonna they might possibly see each other again. Depending, Cruz gonna have to win a couple. He gonna have to win a couple title shots. Some unification matches, and then by the time Tank got to take care of Loma and Shakur before he get Cruz again. Because Cruz the weight class.
Yeah,
those quick dubs for Tank.
I respect Porter talking about Pitbull Cruz like that. Like,
Cruz is a beast though. I ain't gonna hate on Cruz. He a beast.
Like he needs more recognition for what he did. And you know why I give it to him? Because of who he fought Tank.
Yeah,
and he went 12 with Tank.
And Tank might have hurt his hand, but not to cut you off, Rich, but he might have hurt his hand. But I guarantee you, even if he doesn't hurt his hand, for the first time seeing Isaac Cruz, it would have been a tough out regardless. To me, anyway. With that being the first time they fought each other. But I digress.
You can't go wrong picking Mexican fighters, man.
Oh shit.
But back to the topic with the Haney and Ryan situation, Gus. What was your take on the fight? And then go ahead and follow into the afterwards mess after the fight, man. Take us into that.
Yeah, y'all already knew my assessment. Like I said, Dev had I ain't gonna say great, he had a good offensive game plan. Like, even though he wasn't fighting his normal style, what he most comfortable and what he probably should have went into the fight doing, he tried to be a man of his word. He told him he was gonna meet him at the center of the ring, and he ended up doing that. Offensively, early in the fight, the jab was working, the body shots was working. He started connecting on his left hook. He was connecting with the straight right down the middle. I mean, he had a nice little arsenal going. The issues was defense. I mean, I didn't see maybe 4 or 5 times where he had a nice duck on the left hook. But if we were doing a shooting percentage in basketball, this man was probably landing that left hook, just the left hook alone, like 70%. That's his favorite shot.
Right.
So that was the issue. He was getting hit with that same punch. Ryan rocked him immediately as soon as we came into the fight. 30 seconds into the fight, we seen immediately that the punching power and the speed was a little bit too much at that point. Dev did have a nice punch, I think, in the second or third round where he kind of gave Ryan a little flash, like, okay, showed him a little something. But that was like the best shot he did all night long. He had a little moment where he moved Ryan off the mark. Yeah, he was landing shots, but they weren't doing anything. I remember when Ryan was doing the little turtle shell block, and he had his whole rib cage showing. Dev over there digging in his rib, and we wasn't doing nothing to him. So it's like the power wasn't there, but I think the way since he wanted to be a man of his word and say, I'm gonna meet him in the center of the ring, based off of the offensive game plan, that was good. Defensively, everything went wrong, and then when the legs went, the offense that he did have diminished completely because he had nothing on them shots. It was like a child hitting at that point in time.
Yeah, We know how that goes, man. When them legs is gone,
Your body
ain't
gone.
nothing there. You
Yeah.
might still have your heart still beating, but you ain't there in the ring. Your legs gone.
Yeah.
We done seen it to the best of them. So
Yeah. Then he went out on the shield. That was the Warrior thing, because I know his corner was talking about after the fight that people was complaining why didn't they stop the fight and this, that, and the third, and it was like Dev told us straight up, in the middle of the fight, like, I'm finishing the fight. So that was a Warrior mentality, just to finish the fight in the fashion that it was, and you seen how it was going downhill for him. So quickly getting put down on the ground so many times. So
yeah.
it was what it was at that point in time. I came in here, I ain't making no excuse. I even, I don't even think I said the same thing. If Devin would have been 143 pounds and Ryan would have been 143 pounds, and they would have agreed to meet at 143, the same issue would have been there. He still would have been hit with the same shot. So that part
It
don't
doesn't
go away.
change. Right.
Yeah, I don't think that changes. So after the fight, giving Ryan all the kudos. We came out with the diss song. We played the diss song on this channel. You know what I mean?
Right.
Giving them all the props,
We gave
all
him
the props in the world. And then about a week later,
You said they was playing the Mexican version of "They Not Like Us."
then about a week later, boy, find out, boy, your boy Ryan, boy, popped dirty on some juice, boy. They're drinking on that gin and juice over there, boy.
Stop.
And so both his A samples from the day before the fight and the day of the fight both popped dirty. They tried to say it was a second one in there. He ended up getting cleared of the second one. He was asking for the B sample to be pulled, and Ryan was blaming everybody in the world, man. There wasn't no one thing. He was blaming Vada, he was blaming Victor, he was blaming Devin, he was blaming Devin's brother. He was blaming Eddie
De La Hoya.
Hearns. I mean, literally, he blamed Ashwagandha. Like, everybody got blame on it. Jake Paul got some shots. I mean, not Jake Paul, but Logan Paul got shots out of this. I'm like, bro, it's got to be one of the other things. But like I said, he was afforded his due process. He's still going through it, so to speak. But at the end of the day, I've always stood on the same thing since the first day. My thing was that as an athlete, not even just as a boxer, as an athlete, you're responsible for what goes into your body in any professional sport. There's so many people, boxers, football players, basketball players, that when they pop dirty for certain stuff and they've had an excuse, regardless, you're going to get suspended in most cases. There are a few outs, but in most cases, if you just try to say, hey, I didn't knowingly take something, this, that, and the third, you're going to get suspended. DeAndre Hopkins got 6 games last year for taking something that he went in and got over the counter. He didn't even get a prescription or nothing. He got it over the counter, and they had a banned substance in it, and they gave him 6 games no matter what. So from that standpoint, he's dirty, And if you look at it, even if let's say it was unintentional, even if it's unintentional, Devin Haney was in there with an enhanced fighter.
Man,
I'm not a scientist.
Oh, man, come on.
I'm not a scientist.
Come on.
Hold on. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. People gonna sit here and try to tell you he didn't have enough in his body for this and the third. We are not doctors. Porter, Pete,
Yo, I'm here.
If you got a headache and I got a headache, it may take you 3 Tylenols for your headache to go away. It may take 1 for me. How we gonna sit here and say that a certain amount of dosage that he had did or did not enhance him? What we do know is that it was in the system. So if it was unintentional or not, this man fought an enhanced fighter. Now, that does not change the defensive responsibility.
And that's what I was about to get into.
So, I never wavered from that. I'm not saying that at all. He still had issues today. Still would have been getting hit with those shots. But my thing is this. Would them shots have been would them shots have been that powerful? That's a question. With steroid. Would Ryan have been able to recover like he was late in the fight? That's a question. Go ahead, Rich.
All right. I mean, I completely agree with you with the whole PEDs or steroids in boxing. Like, there's no place for it. Any fighter that's really doing it needs to be out here. My first statement, let me clear the air. Ryan Garcia has no steroids in his system. Ostarine is not a steroid. So He has a PED.
Is it a
in his
performance
system.
enhancer?
I mean, can I finish? Yes, I say he has a PED in his
I
system.
just wanted to clarify.
I mean,
Is
I'm
it?
just saying. I did say it's a PED, and it's a performance enhancing drug. He did have a PED in his system. He had a PED in his A sample and his B sample, no doubt. Nonetheless, but like I was saying, from all these other boxes we done had in the last 18 months, that's popped dirty, been cleared and everything else, and USADA, not VADA, not WADA, USADA coming out and making a statement to athletes that these supplements or whatever it may be, meat pills, whatever the fuck that these athletes are taking to lose the weight and not eat in them time frames, may be contaminated with certain stuff that's not on the label or not produced. And the fact that Ryan had the type of amount that it's like I walked up and spit on his big toe in his system the day before and the day after the fight, but not in none of the tests prior to the fight. And he gave a hair sample, hair follicle test, which is the most accurate test you can get. A hair they can go tell me if I smoked a cigarette one time and I stopped back in the day, that I've had nicotine in my blood. So he submitted all this, and Victor Conte himself got on the stand for Canelo and vouched the hair follicle test, saying like when fighters submit that, that's letting you know that they're not dirty. So Ryan may have had PEDs in the system. Was it intentional and was it cheating? We can't classify as that based off the amount and all this stuff. We're not going to base it off of the outcome. We're like off of the amount that's on paper and what we know and what's going on right now. And the fact that they're not going to suspend, they're not taking the W away. They're not giving the W to Haney. There's no contest or none of that stuff. Like I said, it's going to be swept under the rug. That's my opinion because of the amount. Because it's so little of an amount. It's like I say, it's not an amount someone would use to actually gain a benefit. And the days that he popped for it, you don't get a benefit from it. So we got to take all that into account. And then the fact you don't have none of that in your hair follicles if you were steroiding up.
And it goes
quick rebuttal real quick. Quick rebuttal real quick.
I'm done. I'm done.
Let me ask you a question. Hey, you got your own business, right?
Yeah.
All right. If you drug test somebody for your business to be employed and they fail on methamphetamine and then backtrack and come back to you and tell you they got a hair test that they went out and done, just bring you some papers out of nowhere and say, hey, in my hair test it said I ain't got nothing. Would you be like, oh yeah, let me go ahead and hire you?
No, I wouldn't.
From a verified doctor though. Not just
hold on.
like
No, hold on, Pete. Hold on.
So you're saying they went to LabCorp, or they just went to something they got to take home?
Verified doctor.
Nobody.
This is a knowledgeable doctor.
Hold on. Nobody's seen this.
Water.
Nobody's seen this paperwork on the hair follicles.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Not a soul seen it. So he's telling you he went and got it done and just bring you a paper and to just show you a paper. You ain't seen it. That's what Ryan's telling us. He's telling us he got a clean test. But when he had a failed test or he had something in his system, we all seen the paper floating all around the internet. All the stuff was floating around. Now when he said he got a hair follicles test, why wouldn't he throw it out if he had it?
Because
or
I think
if it was credible.
Right.
He gonna bring that to the office.
I think all of this right here, though, is a part of what I said in the opening. I think Haney is just ashamed. And Garcia might have some of that in the system, but the same methamphetamine thing that you just stated, like there's methamphetamine and a lot of different over-the-counter drugs that we can take. So it's kind of like at the end of the day, we are, I guess.
Oh, did I take a bunch of Robitussin? Or did I?
Right, like it's tomato at the end of the day, because it's like, yes, he might have had the going back to your analogy for the guy who's coming for my job. Yes, he for a job, yeah, he may have methamphetamines, but until we know it's actual meth, like what are we what are we going to be talking about here? Does that make sense?
I mean,
So
like
you-
we
so
we
would-
know
so would
we
you
know
hire
it's
him?
Osterine, but like it's
I
like
mean,
we know.
I mean, I
it's
wouldn't
Osterine.
hire him. Not to cut you
Right,
off,
why not?
Rich. I wouldn't hire him because it's methamphetamine, but at the same
Exactly.
time too, it could be NyQuil
Exactly.
But
or
listen,
Exactly.
listen.
Robitussin.
Okay,
Exactly.
but
Hold on. Now listen. Hold on. Now listen.
go ahead.
This is what you're not. This is the part you're not getting. When he wanted his B sample, he demanded that he have lawyers. He had representation from his team there. We had representation from Haney's team there. We had representation from Vada there. We had representation from everybody there to watch this test. But then when he went and got his hair follicles, nobody knows. He just comes out and says, "Hey, I got a hair follicle." That could be his dog hair. We don't know where he got the hair from, bro.
Man,
He
come
just
on.
came out and said, he just came out of thin blue air this whole time.
You done.
And just say,
You done.
I got a hair test. The same day that the B sample it just miraculously came. Come on.
Why are we talking like this is not in the court of law?
Come on.
You think the court gonna just let him bring some hair sample up from some dog nuts and be like,
he ain't bought anything.
I mean, come on, man.
He ain't bought anything. The thing is, he's skewing the public. He's skewing the public. He said he was gonna sue Vada. Is he suing Vada? No, because Vada, he went and watched the representation, seen that they didn't do anything wrong. So now if I'm Vada, I'm coming for him for defamation, for disrespect. That's what Logan Paul is doing right now, countersuing, because he went out there and said they products had stuff in it and all this, was trying all this other stuff. So I'm like, the man just be saying a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Now,
well, I do think Garcia's off a little bit.
He didn't get it. Right. I'm just saying, based off of how everything else has been handled, the only thing we got was his lawyer coming out and just saying that.
How everything has transpired after this fight,
bro. My bad, bro. My bad.
Everything that's transpired after this fight, it's kind of like it's turned into the WWE a little bit, and Garcia has a lot to deal with.
Boxing. I love the entertainment for boxing, but let me just speak on this, Gus. It's true, both samples was dirty, no doubt. They were dirty, but my argument is it wasn't dirty enough to affect the fight of what happened on fight night. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't an amount, and then we're not going to label Ryan as a PED fighter that's been juicing and doing stuff for years and cycling on and cycling off. Like, that's crazy. Now, mate, was Osterine in this system in the A and B? For sure it was. Was he dirty on fight night based off the A and B? Yes, he was dirty. But was he a cheat? No, I can't say he was a cheat. I cannot say he was a cheat, and I hope the courts would prove that, and the hair sample helps to prove that he's not a cheat, because other fighters that's not that we do have accusations of cycling or not that give hair samples, you're getting caught.
Well, I think in Haney's defense,
up, PEDing up, you get a hair, you're getting caught. There ain't no hot, you can't mask it from the follicle. So,
but I think if you're Haney, I think if you're Haney, though, it doesn't matter if, it doesn't matter.
I mean,
if
the fight outcome was the fight outcome.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Yeah. So it's not going to matter if you're Haney, like whatever. He can come and say it's 100% clean, but for Haney's defense, it's always going to be something was in his system.
To me being a Ryan fan, it does matter, because I can't sit there and have an argument with Gus and be like, Ryan beat Haney. He gonna always, nigga, he was dirty.
True, but Haney still didn't keep his hands up neither.
We don't have to say that he's dirty.
He was.
We don't have to say that he's dirty. See, but listen, that's not what you have to say. Say he was enhanced. So if you say he's enhanced, that's true.
See, I hate when you say that.
Hold on.
Haney. He was
souped up.
No, when I say he's enhanced, but when you say he's enhanced, that's saying you don't know the intent. If I say he's dirty means you cheated. But if I say you're enhanced, that could possibly be your trainer putting something in your shakes to make you, and you don't even realize it. So that's what I'm saying. He was enhanced.
Okay, well, he was enhanced, but he didn't cheat. It was in the system. Hopefully he proves what he took that put it in the system. That's all I hope for. So we can't be like, damn, bro, you was dirty. You got a great victory, but you was dirty, bro. Like,
See,
I think
no matter
has
how
one
dirty,
out.
it's not.
He only
you
has
know what
one
I'm saying?
out now.
It's like, huh?
He only has one out to like come out 100% scotch free. I mean, nothing looking over his shoulder, and that's if they
Accidental
test the products.
consumption.
If they test if they test the products and
and
something
something's
that's
in
not
it.
on like not on the label and it has ostarine in it, then they're gonna have to go to where the lot numbers and where all the rest of them are and test the rest of it
That's
and see if
Gus.
ostarine is in both of them. And if they
That's why
do,
my main
he'll
thing
have a big
is,
time lawsuit. But
bro, he
that's
already
that's
has
a
that because USADA, as soon as Ryan's test, bro, USADA put a whole statement out after Ryan popped dirty, man. That's what
no,
I'm
he
saying.
didn't, man. That statement was been out. They didn't make that for Ryan. They made it. That's just something that Showbiz found at the time. They had been out. He didn't make it
I ain't
because of
talking about
Ryan. He
Showbiz.
just
I'm talking about
pulled
the
it up.
dude. I'm talking
Yeah,
about the
but
USADA
Showbiz
dude
pulled it up.
that put the video out warning the people about
Yeah, but Showbiz played it on his
ostarine
channel
and
is what I'm
supplements.
saying. But I get what you're saying. I'm saying that video would
Yeah.
have been made prior. Showbiz just somebody sent it to him. He brought it to light, played it on his channel, showing it. But they had been made that. That was for athletes. You know, that wasn't even for boxers. That was just for
All right,
athletes.
okay. Okay, at the end of the day, do you think Ryan's gonna be suspended? The win's gonna be taken off? Or any repercussion other than a fine for having that amount in him?
I think repercussions will happen, but I don't think the wins will be taken away or the loss.
I think repercussions too, but because of the amount, that's what people ain't speaking on. The amount shows intent. I'm not trying to sell weed if you just catch me with a blunt, but if you catch me with 4 or 5 pounds in my fucking trunk, I ain't smoking all that in one session.
Hold on now.
We can
But
assume
look,
that. So us catching him with that amount in his system.
Hold on.
We
that's
can
an
look at it
assumption,
like, bro,
though.
it ain't like he's trying to. That's all I'm saying.
But hold on.
I'm a great lawyer. Great goddamn lawyer.
That's an assumption.
That's a
You could
great
be catching him on. You could be catching him on. Hey, you could be catching him on selling his last bag. That ain't got nothing to do with if he's selling it.
Wow.
I told you it's the tomato argument. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna be.
But no, look, I think
argument.
you asked the question on what you think. What I think gonna happen.
I feel what
I think that Devin Ryan's gonna get fined. He's gonna get suspended for like 6 months. It's not gonna be long. It's gonna be enough for him the amount of time that he would sit out a normal fight. They're gonna give him a 6-month suspension, and then he's gonna turn around and it's gonna be a no contest.
Oh man, you are tricky.
I don't agree with the suspension part because Ryan Garcia is a big draw, or almost a big draw. So then boxing
hold on, Porter. Now I got to rebuttal that real quick.
Well, hold on. Let me finish the statement.
Is Canelo Alvarez a big draw?
Yes, he is.
Did Canelo get suspended when he popped?
Yeah, he did. But what I'm saying is boxing is at a peak point now. At that point, nobody really cared about boxing when Canelo popped and got suspended because it was easy to forget about it because nothing was really happening in the boxing world at that time, from my recollection. Right now, boxing is at a premium point where they're putting together these great matches, these great fights, and people are starting to draw and watch it now. So it wouldn't make no sense for them to suspend Ryan, even if it's for the amount of time he would sit for a normal fight. It still wouldn't behoove boxing to do that. I don't think he would get suspended.
Clenbuterol and ostarine is two different things, man. Clenbuterol is a steroid. Ostarine is not.
All right. But
all right, well, let's hold on. Let's stay on ostarine. Let's stay on ostarine. Hold on, let's stay on ostarine.
PEDs are not steroids, though.
All right, let's stay on
steroids is the
ostarine.
heavier penalty. It's like
let's stay on
beating a
ostarine.
nigga ass versus murdering them.
Let's stay on ostarine, though. Let's stay on ostarine. Let's stay on ostarine.
I'm just saying.
Hold on. Let's stay on it. Let me get off. Let's stay on ostarine. What did your boy pop dirty for? Amir Khan.
Oscar ring. Come on, man.
Oscar.
Man,
How long
man.
did he get suspended? How long did he get
Gus,
suspended?
don't do this, Gus. Don't
How
do
long?
this, man.
How long?
Oh,
2 years for a little amount. So I said 6 months to be generous. Now I just gave you an example of a guy who had the same drug and it was 2 years.
But nobody cared
And he
about
lost.
Amir Khan at that.
Yeah, hold on.
And
Amir Khan was the
Hold
guy
on.
now. You need to
Hold on.
stop.
I mean,
Hold on. Hey,
He was a big name now.
For sure. But what levels did Amir Khan have, and how
That's
did
what I'm-
Amir Khan
Very
get a
low.
hair sample?
Very low. Very low.
You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it.
Very low levels.
Did Amir Khan do all the things Ryan Garcia has done? And what levels? Because they put levels out.
He had
Like
very
we
low
know
levels.
0.6 of what Ryan had in him. The numbers is out. We know
Hey,
it's all out.
his levels was so low that he still got stopped by a kill book. That's how low his levels was.
Stop.
And he still got a 2-year ban.
Oh man,
Hey,
that's funny. Right? Oh shit, hell nah, yo. You tried him.
Hey, look, man. See, Gus, he's smart, man. He's smart. He bring up valid arguments. Yes, for sure.
They valid
Same
arguments,
fighter.
but I think we got to see at the whole. Like when you look at the whole totality of it, man, I really just think that like Garcia is one of those fighters that they have deemed a cash cow, so they're not going to do too much to him. They can't.
Who?
He's a draw.
I mean, bro,
The only person that can make money off him right now is Oscar.
De La Hoya.
He's not a champion. The sanction bodies can't make money off of him. So I don't understand what you.
I guess what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I feel like, not to go too far off in a tangent, I do feel like Oscar has a Golden Boy has a big say in a lot of things.
No, they do. He got ring in his name, so that's true.
Right. So it's not gonna. They're not gonna allow Ryan to be a fall guy for this.
So
are
you saying Oscar's willing to cheat?
I mean,
hold on. See,
Oscar sounds like to me.
Now, that's when the conversation changes. That's when it changes. Like it's intentional cheating. I mean, was he like I said? Was his piss dirty? Yeah. Like, but if I get popped for smoking weed, you can't tell me, man, you smoking big Bob Marley's. And all that, like, nah, man, I just had a little J right here, man. You just caught me on a bad day. That, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's my argument. That's my only argument. But if like he gets vindicated and suspended, I mean, he was dirty, and I can't hold what he did to Devin Haney valid.
I can, because Devin Haney can't block for shit.
You can't. Nah, not if he was dirty, man. In boxing, man, come on, man.
Then,
like in boxing, a pound matters. A punch matters, a slip matters.
True.
Everything matters.
Also, putting your hands up matter too.
Yeah, it does. But if your hands are enhanced, man, I can't. Man, hold on, Porter. There's a fight coming up that got postponed. That I feel like one of that the fighter Gus is going for is a PED habitual felon.
Oh damn!
He don't want to talk about it. We'll talk about it later.
Hey,
you said we calling her bitch.
Hey, check this out. Before we get too far off, though, check this out. Before we get too far off, another thing y'all got to think in mind too. When you think about the elites in boxing, you know, the people who make the decision, they actually are probably going to be more so on the side of being against Ryan, only because they want to make an example out of him. Because in the future, if you have other guys pop, if Ryan finds a way to wiggle through this, people are going to take the same route every time. And it's like they're gonna try to put some type of, you know,
they gotta cut the head off the snake before it go. Yeah,
exactly. So I mean, I think when you look at it even from that standpoint, I don't see, they got to stop the bleeding somewhere.
Yeah. How Haney can stop the bleeding is tell his dad to shut up. He can. Hold
on. I mean, we need that side press conference too. Now in the court during the fight. If you ain't a trained fighter, you ain't been in the ring, you're not helping your son or whatever. Like we seen that with the Tyson Fury situation. And I mean, I don't know if we're gonna talk about that, but his father being in the corner. But I love dads in the corner. Like, I have no problem with that. It's just when in the middle of the fight, he don't hear his trainer, he hear his father's voice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the voice. Like, I'm gonna hear my dad. I ain't hearing you, but I might respect you. So that's my only thing. Unless you was a former boxer and you're gonna give me real adjustments, don't be in the corner hollering, "Get him, son, dog him, win the fight."
Hey, you got to think. A lot of people don't like Bill and stuff. You know, Bill is loud, but this is the biggest thing Bill does. Besides, you know, that's his son. He got mad love for him. But the biggest thing is Bill is a promoter too. And for Devin Haney to starting the game independent, you know, he did a hell of a job promoting him to where he was a multi-million-dollar fighter. You know, most cats got to sign a bad deal, their first deal. You know, he went and got it out the mud. So from that standpoint, you know, I think his pops, you know, he just big to fight. I know a lot of people was like, you know, he thought we gonna kill him in the ring and do all this stuff, and it backfired on him. I get that. You know, I get that part of it. But, you know, if you look at the you know, the full totality of the situation, you know, I think he did a hell of a job promoting him. You know, but he almost like a baby Don King.
I mean, I get that. I get that. But I think now you come off as a sore loser if you keep on going.
I mean,
if you keep talking. You're gonna eventually come off on that.
I mean, it's certain stuff about Bill, like certain street stuff. We ain't gonna get into that I don't get down. But like, come to his son, like, I mean, the way he's online talking about Ryan, I mean, he was dirty when he fought his son, man. I can't
You feel some type of way.
Before May 22nd, I could have argued, nah, he wasn't dirty, but he was dirty, bro. And like I'm saying, like the danger you put a fighter in with an enhanced fighter who's already a fighter. You was a fighter before you was enhanced, man. And we we got people that pass every year in boxing, man, in the ring. So I could feel him on that point. Like, man, I put my boy in there, and he saw his son getting dead in. Like, what? Hold on now. And Haney was considered one of the best in the world. He still really is. Like, I don't like him because Gus like him, but he's still one of the best boxers in the world, man.
Fellas, follow me. Follow me real quick, fellas. Right. All right. So you remember, like, we all was playing ball at one point in our lives, right? Football, right? And you know, it was always some kids out there taking creatine, correct? They would take the creatine, they take mass portions of it, but they was ass, right? They was just still ass. It didn't matter how big they got, how much enhanced they got. They was ass, right? They still had to learn the fundamentals of football, correct? Yeah, if they didn't do those fundamentals, they would get put on their ass. It's the same thing here. He didn't have enough creatine in his body for Haney not to be able to.
You explained that wrong, Porter. Let me go ahead and give you the real way. We all play football and basketball, right? We know who Brandon Spikes was in North Carolina, Chevy Chris, right?
Correct.
If Brandon Spikes had some illegal substance and he was taken, and to enhance what he already was, what would he be?
Hold on, Paul. Let's not say Brandon Spikes. Let's call him Andy, just call him Andy Nikes or something like that. Because
you making the same. So basically, you saying Ryan Garcia was a basic fighter, and he took something. So you equated him to somebody who couldn't play football.
No. You took that a little different. What I'm saying is that Ryan Garcia had the creatine in him. However, Devin Haney still had to do what he needed to do. He just took, and Devin didn't do that.
But who was Ryan Garcia on the field?
It didn't help nothing.
Huh?
Who was Ryan Garcia on the field?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
He's using creatine
it didn't help anything. It didn't really take anything.
Creatine. It's not enhancing you. It ain't like
it's not doing anything for you. Right. If he takes something that is like, give me a steroid or PED that is really, or enough that can really enhance you to the point. Right. You see what I'm saying? If you're taking something like that and you're taking a large amount of it, I can see where the problem is.
Change who you are.
Right.
No. It's not about changing who you are. It's not about, y'all got it wrong. It's not about changing who you are. We're talking about world-class athletes. So if you're already a world-class athlete and you get any type of boost, Yeah, it goes to another level.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
But it's not enough. It's not enough though.
Tim Montgomery was top 10 in the world.
Enough.
He gave a little. He got a little bit of a boost. It became number one.
Hey man, if
I get all that, but he had to take a lot though. That's a lot being taken. We're talking about a little bit.
Exactly. Like that's why I say he's not gonna get punished, because there's no intent, man. It's like getting caught with a gun to shoot somebody, but you had no bullets.
But we can't prove the intent.
How you gonna say I'm here to shoot somebody? I have no bullets. Yeah, I got a gun, but there ain't
we
no
can't
damn
prove
bullets
the intent,
in,
though.
Shoot.
We can't prove the intent.
Okay, look, if I was gonna beat him with the gun, but you talking about intent? Obviously, my intent wasn't to kill them if I have no bullets.
Nah, I'm saying. You look at it in your mind. You got people on your side of the argument that look at it like he had so little amount of him that it didn't help him. On my side, I'm looking at it like the guy was cycling off of it. That's the amount that was left when they tested him. He had more in his system. That's the amount that he had left in his system. The man was using IVs. He was using IVs to mask it. He was smoking and drinking. The man was trying to mask it, do all this stuff. So we look at it.
Gus, so you say he was weaving off of it?
Gus, man.
Yes. He was waning off of it.
Man, Gus.
He's looking at it like he accidentally took something. I'm looking at it like he took something on purpose and tried to hide it.
Man, you're trying to be an attorney on the other side, man. Come on, bro. You can't sit there and be like, you feel like Ryan's been masking. Come on.
I can't prove it. But that's what I feel.
You'll never be able to prove something.
That's wild.
Man, I'm just saying. You're just like, you're giving an argument for the other side, man. You need to stop it. Come on, look, bro, he was dirty. But I ain't saying he been popping roids for a year and a half and been cycling on, cycling off. Like I said, the only fighter that's been doing that is your boy Vetrabee. That's the only fighter that's been doing that.
Hey,
but
I like to use my analogies. So if you see a man out there and he get caught with an underage girl, he say this, man, it's the first time. Man. It's the first time. Do we believe it?
Oh man.
Here we go.
Do we get the benefit of that?
Hey, but look, check this out.
That's how I look at this.
Check this out.
Same way I look at this.
I respect the argument.
No benefit of the doubt.
Let me switch up. Hey, what if he get caught? What if he get caught with a 17-year-old that turns 18 tomorrow?
Y'all, wow.
How wrong?
When they put the cuffs on him? Yesterday or the day after?
He's just 24 hours wrong, right? He's not like
y'all
wrong, right?
Hey.
I'm just wondering.
Cuff him
That's
up.
what Ryan. Nah. Hey, but look, now at the end of the day, Gus, I'm with you on it. If he was dirty, and there was intent behind him being dirty, he got to be suspended. But if it was an accidental consumption, no Canelo Alvarez situation, nothing like that, and hopefully the lawyers will come out to where it be like that. They'll just rematch it, and we'll get another great fight that we want to see. But I hope we don't get suspended or proved like that.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I at the end of the day, man, you want a rematch anyway if you're Haney, and you just hope that it comes in a time where
I mean, he's got a belt
back.
though. He can't rematch Ryan. I mean, because like me and Gus was talking about. I mean, Gus, I don't know what else we're about to segue into, but I guess we'll touch on that a little bit later, or we can go into it now.
No, it don't matter. Go ahead.
About Sandor Martin getting announced as the mandatory coming up pretty soon. So Haney's got a belt because he didn't lose the belt, and based off how things are being judged and everything, he might not even have a loss. So he'll probably end up defending this title against Sandor, or either dropping it and going to have another big name fight. But that just got announced a couple hours ago that's what the I think it's WBC belt he has, and Sandor is the mandatory. And we got an interim fight coming up on the 15th with Gary Antoine Russell. Antoine Russell, not Gary Russell. Antoine Russell. That's one of Gus's boys. I ain't too big on him, but he might prove me wrong on that one.
Yeah, Gary Antoine about to fight Alberto Puello on I think that's on the see on the tank undercard.
Yeah,
I want
yeah,
to
Oh
say
yeah, so that's coming
yeah,
up
yeah,
then.
yeah. You right.
yeah. So that's a big fight. That's
Hold on,
going
who he
on.
fighting again?
Alberto Puello, he's
Oh,
undefeated
he's
too.
automatic loss. The man's Hispanic. So for
Stop, man. Don't try to respond.
Ooh,
him.
That boy
for
can
which
burn.
fighter?
Gary.
Man, you get that? Come on now,
You
that's
said it's over for
generational
Gary.
boxing.
Yes.
Come on now, that's like Muhammad Ali
Stop.
Jr. Man, I mean, look,
Hey,
go watch
I t-
Gary Russell. Not Gary Russell, Antoine Russell in the amateurs, and he stopped fighters that Terrence Crawford hasn't stopped. Like he's done a lot as a young fighter. I just ain't big on him yet. Maybe he can show me on the 15th. To be honest, I ain't never like sit down and watch any of his fights. Like, oh man, it's my boy. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? Looked at him, critiqued him like that. But Gus usually ain't wrong on his height. But I mean, I know
Gary
the
Antoine. Gary Antoine is the guy, bro. And I guarantee you, none of the 4 champions will call that man out and say, "Let's get it." He gonna have to force them to get into the ring because they know what he is. He just his issue. He's had some family problems over the last couple of years. With I think his pops passed away. His close brother passed away. So, he was dealing with that. And then, he already only fought like once a year. You got Gary twice a year. Twice in that year. That was something special. But for whatever reason, their family normally only fights like one time a year and stuff. So hopefully he ramp it up and do some more. But back to Devin. Yeah, he got Sandor 1. That's probably about to be a mandatory opportunity he got. He probably got some opportunities to be able to unify with a couple of the other champions. At least go into some talks about it. Some options just because he still got the belt, but if no suspension comes out of this and Ryan ends up skating away, then yeah, that would be another option to go rematch Ryan. I just it's been a lot of people online talking about why don't Dev just go straight into a rematch now? It's like, do you mean with the same thought process? Because Dev's gonna try to still make 140 to keep his belt. And Ryan already told you he ain't going to 140, so it's gonna still be the same weight difference. So it's like I don't see them negotiating that way. It would have to be Devin say, "Hey, I'm done with the belts. I'm going up to 47. Meet me there. Let's both make weight, or whatever the case may be, something like that." But there's a lot riding on that. I think it depends on how the suspension turns out, and
I
then
mean, like we already
if
know
he
he got
just
to
feel
fight
like he's gonna
Sandor.
get back more than this.
I mean, I wouldn't blame him if he don't go get the get back because it's like, I mean, like you said, like we was talking about earlier, he's chasing legacy, and it's like I got a big fight with you. Like if he go fight Ryan and even knock Ryan out, it's just like damn, then you get stripped. It's like damn what? Like, are you gonna go to 47? But like I said, I don't know if Haney's stuck in between wanting to stay at 140 or not. But we was talking about him calling out Pitbull Cruz. So based off that, and that was Haney himself on Twitter. So based off that, I feel like he's gonna be at 140 and he's looking to unify. So that Sandor fight, it's probably just hoopla in the win right now because as soon as he go for the unification, Sandor's you're gonna be sitting where you've been sitting, Sandor. Hey,
Who you got?
You're gonna see Gary. Gary gonna clean you up. He gonna clean you up, man. But
Now who you got? Who you got in the Pitbull versus Haney? Pete.
You ain't even gotta ask me that.
I gotta ask.
He was my top 3 for a reason.
I gotta ask.
Go ahead. I mean, Gus, you already know who I'm gonna go with, man.
Yeah, I'm going with Cruz.
I mean, that's who I was gonna go with regardless because of his style, and I feel like Haney can't keep him off of him, man. Not right now. Not what he showed me with Ryan.
He would have to outbox Cruz to the point where he doesn't get hit. And in boxing, that's the inevitable, and that's not gonna happen.
I mean, he can outbox him, but
I'm saying he outbox him, but he's not gonna be able to sit back and stay away from Cruz. And that's where he's gonna get himself in trouble.
So you saying Cruz knocking him out?
If Cruz
I don't know if he knock him out, but he hurts him.
Yeah, I
If
mean,
if it go 12, he losing.
But yeah, if he
He's
go,
what?
I'm about to say that if it go 12, he lose, man. That's Devin Haney, man. If it go 12,
But I don't see it going 12 though. That's what I'm saying. Like it'll get stopped. I'm not saying it's a knockout, but if Haney is doing anything close to what he just done in this Garcia fight, it's a quick fight. Because Cruz's power alone
but
and his
Cruz ain't
forwardness
Garcia,
alone
though, man.
is not going. It's gonna hurt him a little bit different.
Cruz ain't Garcia though, man. Garcia is something different, man. That's like special.
I'm talking from a power standpoint.
Man.
From a straight power standpoint, Garcia and Cruz are two different power standpoints.
Yeah, they are.
Cruz. I think Cruz.
Boxing.
If Cruz hits Haney with the same shots that Garcia hit, and you saw what happened to that's a knockout in the Cruz fight.
Hey, but listen, I don't think Cruz is gonna be able to get to Haney like Garcia did because
you don't think so?
Cruz is one dimensional and he's a super smaller fighter, and Haney can box, so he's gonna point him to death. I've already seen the smaller fighters against Haney. That's a bad matchup for Cruz if he don't knock him out. He got to knock him out because if he go 12, Haney's winning that. Boxing style, point-wise, ain't no way judges are going to give to him unless he really, really hurt Haney. But like I said, he's not going to be able to get to Haney like Lomo, like Ryan, because he's not like they're different. And Cruz, he a dog in his chin and his style. He going to push forward and that heavy box style, and he can take all them stuff on the temples, and he just, as soon as he see open, he coming. But he's really basic. And, man, I feel
absolutely.
like Devin Haney got in there with Lomachenko, man, and made that a close fight, man. And ain't no at Pitbull Crew. 12 rounds, he got to knock Haney out. He can't go 12 with Haney.
Hey, sidebar, just a side question, fellas, and we can move on. So, is Mike Tyson a one-dimensional fighter?
No, Mike could box.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. No, we can't just say he was a knockout.
No. Listen to what I'm saying though. Like, aren't their styles similar?
No.
And
they both got a
bobbing and weaving when they do.
And the forwardness and all that stuff. Yes.
It's called peekaboo boxing.
Yeah.
It's peekaboo.
Right.
Up, down,
what
up,
I'm saying is that's both of them, right?
He uses that style, but it's not Mike's style of peekaboo.
I look at Ice Cruz more of like he's closer to a Sean Porter to me because he's gonna barrage you, he's gonna overwhelm you when he gets up under you and start beating you to death. Because Mike had the one punch NyQuil. So, at any point he was NyQuiling you and stuff. So I don't see Cruz doing that. He's more gonna just barrage you to death, start beating on you, and then once he don't hit you with 20 of them power shots, then it's time to go. Something like that.
Yeah, Cruz.
So, I see what you're saying.
You can
give probably a bad example, but yeah, I got you. All right.
That's just.
And I think we've seen the.
But if it was Haney versus Cruz, if Cruz never hurt him in the fight and they was just boxing, man, that's Haney all day. That's a cakewalk. That's a cakewalk.
Man.
See, the thing is, we seen the last of Devin Haney ever step into the center of the ring with anybody. He'll never do it again. Well, he's going to be closer to Shakur now and further from T.O.
Being a dog. Like, he got in there. He fought Ryan.
He's gonna be
Shakur Stevenson will be on his back foot versus Ryan Garcia. Osterine, Nandrolone, Clenbuterol, whatever the hell else is in him. It don't even matter, man. Chicken noodle soup. It don't matter. Shakur Stevenson be on his back foot. Haney stepped in there, got in that. He went total and didn't run, bro. He never ran. So, man, that's why I say certain fighters can't be like that. Because that take hard into that. When you know a man dogging you and to step in there to it. It just so happened he was enhanced. But whatever.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but Devin, I think he was trying to prove he was a boxer puncher. And from now on, he's just gonna be a boxer, a pure boxer. All that trying to
play
be
your game.
Stuff. Yeah. So we ain't gonna see him do that unless it's a fight where he's just a massive, favorite or something that he feel like he can really knock somebody out. That type of fight.
It's a cupcake. It's a cupcake fight.
I mean, Haney ain't got no cupcake fights though, Gus. You already know what he looked like at 140. 140 is the dog division right now. When it comes to you can't duck. You really can't duck, especially if you got a belt. Even your mandatory is gonna be a little tough. You can't even at 140 lit, man. Very competitive, and I can't wait to see how things turn out. And this Frank Martin and Tank fight, I feel like it's gonna set things in place to like where we can see where 135 is gonna go or not go.
Let's go there then.
Frank get the upset. Frank might change boxing if he get the upset, but I don't believe it.
I think that fight is going to come down to where my fault. Was you done, Rich? My bad.
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
And since we're there, I think that fight is going to come down to Tank winning because Frank didn't do enough.
So you think he's winning in 12?
It's gonna go 12.
Yeah, it's going to go 12. But it's going to be one of those things where Frank just doesn't do enough. Like it's a good fight. It's a solid fight. It's a decent fight. But Tank beats him because it goes 12. Yeah.
I seen it happen to Lomachenko.
Yeah.
In a fight you won, but you didn't get awarded victory.
Yeah, but you won it because you didn't do enough to get the belt.
I see Frank getting put to sleep by the 7th to 6th round, man. Like
okay.
Look.
What you say, Gus?
Gus.
I got to go ahead and live. I got to go ahead and live in the party here, man. Go ahead and let you know this is an upset coming. Frank Martin is going to be something different for Tank Davis in that ring. Tank ain't never been in the ring with a slick, black, athletic fighter. All the guys he fight are flat-footed fighters. All of them. This is going to be something different for him. The only thing, if Frank stay away from being knocked out, like if it goes 12, I got Frank winning because Tank do not have a high punch output. He punches 3, 4, 5 times around. So just by default, he be losing rounds, not because he's not skilled. It's just because he don't be punching. So he be losing these rounds. So he's going to get caught. Frank's going to get caught with one. But if he goes down, he's able to get up and get back to his feet and he's straight. Oh, yeah, we in business.
So you got Frank winning. Frank Martin.
Yes, sir. For 12 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his upset special of the year.
Split decision.
That's his upset because, that's just like, man.
So where do we put Tank at then if that does happen?
What do you mean?
You mean like in the division or all time or something?
I would say in the division.
If he
let's go division
really
first.
Double, that changes a lot, bro. It changes everything. If Frank really beats him, it changes a lot. And then it makes the Devin Haney and Tank Davis fight way more possible with the loss. But like I said, man, we're talking like Jesus coming back in the morning. If we're talking about Frank Martin beating Tank Davis, man, Gus is reaching because he like his boy. But I'm not gonna say boxing is boxing, man. One punch can change anything. So, but Tank Davis is that dude, man. I saw what he did to my boy Ryan while he was cycling off.
Hey, that Ryan fight went to 7, 8. I can't remember.
6 rounds, I think.
6, somewhere in there. 6, 7, 8.
He stopped round, but it was a lot more stuff involved, man. But still, Tank is just so talented, man. And whatever Frank sends at him, it's not going to be nothing Tank can adjust to, even if it's nothing he's never seen, supposedly. With this, Tank sparred every damn body. He sparred Shakur, sparred outside. He's even sparred Frank. So I don't.
Frank got Tank by what, 3-4 inches?
He's
not bigger than inches too. He ain't that maybe bigger than him.
Oh, not.
He's bigger than him, but it ain't that much. So it's a couple, maybe 2 inches, man, 2.5.
But like Gus said, man, it's the first time Tank's been in there with an athletic black fighter. He can be on his toes. Can fight in and out,
can move,
fight on the back foot. He
got some power.
He does everything good. Frank,
he's more of a complete fighter. That he's the most complete fighter that Tank has ever played.
Tank, but he's not a slouch.
Yeah,
he's not a one-dimensional. He's just gonna come forward, stand on his front foot, push him forward.
He's balanced.
He's talented.
Yeah,
that's the best way to put it. He's talented. Yeah. So you'll see talent in the ring, but Tank is special. Like Lomo and like Ryan on Osterine.
See, the thing is, Tank, the flat-footed fighters Tank been fighting, they've been having some success in certain rounds, or at least he's been making them feel like they have success. They've been pointing them out, winning some rounds. But the thing is, when they get comfortable, they sit on their shots. They right in his range. And when they try to get out of his range, he's quicker. He's the more athletic guy. But this will be the first time in a scenario that when he's in the pocket, he's going to have somebody that's just as quick as him, if not quicker. that, you know, when they throw a punch and he try to get back at him, Frank got the ability to dodge shots and get up out of there. So it's going to be a chess match with that.
And I think that chess match alone it's going to be a slow fight. They're going to fill each other out for about the first, I'd say about four or five rounds. I don't think we see much action at all. 4 or 5 rounds into it, them just filling each other out. That's why I have it going 12. Because them rounds 6, 7, 8, 9, I think Tank will cruise. If he is up at least 2, 3 rounds, you'll see Tank cruising because he doesn't want to get knocked out. And then if Frank is up, he'll play the same game with Tank. That's why I have it going 12.
Hey, I just want to let you know, Tank Davis is 29-0 with 27 knockouts. This fight ain't going 12 rounds, man.
I'm telling you, my opinion is they're gonna.
The only way to go 12 is if Frank get on his back foot and fight like Shakur.
But that's what I'm saying. A lot of it, but what I'm saying, a lot of it is them gonna. Nobody's gonna go in there fighting. Nobody's gonna stand in the ring and get in that box with each other and really duke it out. That's not gonna happen.
What's gonna happen? First mistake, Frank make. Tank gonna capitalize.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He probably if Tank hit him, he slipped. Tank touch him, he gonna go down, man. Like,
well, the thing
that's when the bright lights and all them flashes.
Yeah.
And your trainer in the corner.
Yeah.
Tuck your chin. Step forward. Stop backing up. All that you get all that stuff here, man. Frank don't know about that, man. And Tank something different, man.
He is. I'm just glad boxing is getting it right in general in terms of giving us fights that we want to actually see. I think boxing is really just doing the fans and everybody right. Yeah, they riding this 130 group real hard, pause, but no diddy or whatever you want to call it. But I do think they're getting it right, and I'm excited about that. I'm happy for that.
Yeah, man. I mean, like we got the divisions popping right now. 135, 140, 154, 168, 175, and then the heavyweights right now. Like, I mean, I haven't been alive when boxing's been this popping. Maybe early 90s and when I was watching it.
Late 90s and 2000s. Nah, it was popping there.
I mean, we getting it all, man, and that's great for boxing, man. Right now, that's great.
Hey, P, you said something else interesting when we first started the show, and I'm of the mindset that you might not know the news yet, but when you was naming your 3 fighters, you named Fundora, and Fundora's about to fight Earl Spence at 154 and defend his title against Earl Spence and stuff. So. How you feeling about that fight?
This is Strap Season's first time being in the ring since getting the hell beat out of him, right?
Yeah, it's been his first time in there.
Correct. So I think this is not the fight you want, being the first time coming back after this. You should have picked some of these niggas from the YMCA. You should have picked some of these guys from the YMCA or the South or the Armory thing, National Guard Armory. You should have picked some of those guys, because I'm a believer that as great of a fighter as Earl Spence is, coming off a loss like that, not being able to get that rematch with Bud in immediately, going straight to Fundora is not a good look. I see it to where it becomes Spence going ahead and getting another loss. That's what I think about it. I don't see a way where Spence he has to really show something, because he just has had too much going on in the last 5 years of his boxing career, that this could be a loss that demoralizes or really puts him in a unsafe space when it comes to boxing, because of what the loss he just took to Bud, and then what if he loses here as well too.
No, I agree with you. Gus, can I pile on?
Go ahead, do what
Porter was.
Do what you do.
So I feel kind of the same way Porter feels, as in like it's a dangerous fight. Not isn't that like Earl don't
Right.
earn the fight or don't deserve the fight.
Right.
But it's like in what just happened to you and what's happened in the last 3, 4, 5 years of your boxing career, car accidents, surgeries, dog fights, wars at 147 with other dogs who are having careers at 154 as well now. I feel like it's a real dangerous fight too. And like I'm a big Earl fan and I picked him for over Bud, but I just don't know if Earl's gonna be Earl Spence when he gets in there with Fundora, and I don't want to see him take another beating to a lesser fighter than a Bud Crawford.
Because Fundora is super less of a fighter than Bud Crawford.
Like he's less of a fighter, but he's still dangerous at what
Right.
he is.
And
he's a champion, but it's just a less of a fighter. And I don't feel like Earl is 100%, man.
No,
I don't feel like that. So it's so dangerous. And then it's a 6'6" dude. It ain't like he's getting in there with Tim Tszyu or something.
Yeah,
I would probably favor him in that type, but that environment with that style of fighter, point him out, and the damage you've taken, I don't know, man. I don't like it either, man. But I love the big fish back on the scene.
Absolutely.
But I don't want him rematching Crawford next. I don't want him having that fight next either.
Right. You can. Right, but he needs a good tune-up. Like for what Earl Spence likes to do, sit in that box with people. This is in my eyes. I like Spence, but it's an accident waiting to happen. So I just don't see it. I know he could have found a better fight to warm up, then maybe going to Fundora, then going to Bud. Yeah,
I agree with you, man. He's 6'6".
Yeah,
long reach. He can box.
Yeah, he might be a creative fighter, man. But it's dangerous. Yes,
you get in touch. You getting touched all fight.
Hey, let the GOAT tell y'all what this is, man. Let me break it down to y'all. Let me break it down to y'all, man. Earl Spence told us years ago, bro, I don't take tune-ups. I don't take tune-ups. I jump straight from dangerous fight to dangerous fight.
Hold on, wait. Pause, Gus. He told us that, but he didn't get the hell beat out of him.
Hold on. Let me finish. If you want to go there. Who did Fundora fight right before he just won his title? What happened to him?
Damn.
Sleep.
Knocked out. The fight just before this. And then he jumped straight into a title fight and won the title. Was asleep on the ground.
Hey,
he woke up.
Gus
That's my boy.
He was one of his prospects.
I feel you. But the thing is, though, he wasn't beat the hell out of looking like the Martin face on Martin after the end of it neither. He was knocked out, but Errol Spence, what Bud Crawford did to Errol Spence was humiliating.
Bud Crawford's special, man.
It was a bad loss.
Special, but it was a terrible loss.
Check me out. It was a bad loss, but check me out. Like I said, he don't take no tune-ups. He told us years ago. He gets straight in the ring with dogs, and he goes straight to the next dog. The man flipped out a Ferrari probably 75 times and hopped straight in there with Danny Garcia. Right afterwards. He do dog shit, bro. This is, his whole career, he's told us.
Hey, and
everybody was saying, exactly, I'm saying. So this is no different than anything he does now. Of course, people got the speculation. Yeah, of course, people got the speculation of how he's going to look, but this is no different than how Earl has always moved. And, in his mind, he said, I'm going to break him down. Fundora, the thing about Fundora is 6'6", but this fight against Tim Tszyu was the very first time he ever showed he was 6'6". Any other time, he fought like he was 5'5", because he get on the inside. Earl's going to make this an inside fight. He's going to make him get in there, and they're going to bang it out. And Earl going to be breaking this man down. But I love Fundora. Like, he definitely ain't no slouch. Like, I picked Fundora to upset Tim Tszyu. Before the fight, I was yelling. I said, Fundora, because it's 10 days, 10 days to prepare for a man this size and with that type of talent. I said, Fundora's going to upset him and stuff. He ended up getting it. But I love this fight. And I think Earl, he wouldn't take it if he didn't feel like he was ready. The Crawford fight, it was so many different elements on it. And so many reports came out that, he was compromised from a body standpoint at the fight. But so much was riding on that he had to go through it either way it went, or people were going to be yelling, he's a duck, he's this, that, and the third. So He stuck to it as a man of his word. So I think he's gonna get in the ring and at least be somewhat of what he needs, what he used to be.
I just want to be a
More than
shell of
be
himself.
here.
I don't want to be the shell of himself. Not to cut you off, my fault.
Nah, I think he'll be all right.
Yeah,
He said we getting set up for the rematch for him and Crawford again. It's just gonna be a 54th undisputed.
Yeah, Gus. Let's touch on the not the I don't know if it's the WBO.
Hey, real quick for you go somewhere with that, Rich. I think at one point you need to have a bigger conversation of what's going on with that whole entire camp with the Charlos and Earl Spence and them. That whole camp. I don't know what they got going on. But go ahead, Rich.
I mean, outside of Derek James ain't with Earl no more or associated with them. Like that's the whole big thing with them, and they're in court right now, feuding over fight money and stuff like that. So they're not on the best of terms right now. So that's the relationship where that stands.
Yeah, that whole camp is in it. But yeah,
I mean the Charlos is pretty much done when it comes to top tier, top 5 and divisions and stuff. Man, they're out of the mix. And then
they
we
got
don't even know
some life issues.
Say what?
What would you say? I think you got some life issues. I said, what would you say? You said something about the WBO.
Yeah, I was talking about. Let's touch on the WBO and how they may strip Fundora because of the fights. Supposedly, the rumor going around with this whole stripping champions before they even get to defend or anything like that. Like, I think we should have touched on that a little bit, man, with the whole Earl getting a fight, and then right after that's announced, we're hearing the WBO may strip and all that stuff. It may be rumors.
The thing is, this all boils down to really one small thing. A lot of people, been talking about how people don't want Terence Crawford to get this fight and things of that nature. Yeah, that's true, but I don't think they talk about the reasoning behind it. Canelo Alvarez is a much bigger draw than Bud, Canelo Alvarez has to sign 2 and 3 fight deals to go with certain networks to get certain fights and to get certain money amount. I don't know why Crawford would be any different when he wants PBC fighters, wants to take the belts, wants to do certain things. They're like, hey, we want you to sign 2 and 3 fight deals, but Bud wants a one-off and then be run off with the belts or go do what he wants to do. And it's like, as a businessman, we're not talking about as Bud Crawford. Yeah, if you're a business,
yeah,
I got my fighter, and it's a big chance that he could lose, and we could lose out on big fights down the line. I got other fighters he could fight, a whole bunch of money. It's like, bro, I'll fuck with you, but come sign with us, and then I'm gonna give you everything you want. But he won't even do that. But Devin Haney had to do it to get the Kambosos fight. Like it happens all the time where you have to go sign with us, but for whatever reason, people just keep saying, oh, Bud being treated wrong. Yeah, he is. I'm not disagreeing with. He should be getting the fight, but
a lot of it's his own doing.
Yeah, he didn't play ball, so it's like I get it. So that's my biggest thing with it. It's not that I think Crawford should be first in line to get Fundora just off of how boxing should work. Like if we're just looking at how it should work, yes, he should. But when you look at it, the money part of it, and that these fighters are signed to certain promotional companies, it's like, all right, for 100 years, we've been doing business a certain way. Like, you want these fights? All right, come make money with me then, and I'm going to make money off of you as well. And it's like he want to change the mode on that. And, he actually had an out with the Saudi Prince. Saudi Prince gave him another out. He able to get this fight for Madamon, fight for the WBA belt. And then, he'd been loved by the WBO for so long. They about to show him love and possibly strip Fundora and make that fight with Madamon for 2 belts. It's a possibility. The sanction bodies, they got rules in place, but they don't follow them. They just do what the hell they want to do at any point in time and stuff. So you just never know when it comes to that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's gonna come down to whether who's paying who. If they're gonna cater to the Saudi Prince, they're gonna strip him. But if they're just gonna let it be what it be, and the Saudi Prince got other things set up for Crawford outside of 154, possibly that. But man, that the money them Saudis just throwing around, man, they are really influencing boxing on numerous levels. Man.
And besides that, not only boxing, they about to influence all of sports, to be honest with you. But yeah, boxing, they heavily influenced in this sport.
Man, I love it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that June 1st card, man. A little bit, man. Big
Yeah,
wild
but
pack.
right, real quick before we get into that, one thing I've noticed too, since boxing has been popping lately and all that stuff. I don't know if the fans realize it as well, but us as hardcore boxing fans, casual fans, whatever the case may be, I see a lot of people who it's like they don't want big fights to happen. When they talk about the potential of a big fight, you see thousands of people like, nah, I don't want to see that. Oh, he'll wash him. We don't need to see. It's like, bro, let's see a big fight. It's the weirdest shit I've ever seen. It's like if you were gonna have KD and LeBron go play 1-on-1 and they were gonna tape it, people like, nah, man, LeBron gonna dub, man. No need to seeing that. It's like, but I get your opinion, but let's see it anyway. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, you never
I
know
always
what
thought that
happened.
was weird with boxing fans.
Well, boxing fans, I think boxing fans been asleep for so long, so now they don't know what a big fight is. Now we're getting like a stream of we getting nothing but heat now, and now they got to wake back up because we just was dozed asleep by just like bullshit for like years at a time. Yeah,
You
like you gotta think about it,
talking about boxing.
Right, because you gotta think about it like. We had the late 90s into the 2000s, that Roy Jones, that middle class, that hit light heavy run, and then we had the Mayweather run. But then after that, it got dark, for a while.
I saw the Pacquiao continue what he was doing, and then, like I said, the rise of Earl Spence and other boxers who were building their name up in that era.
Yeah,
when nobody was watching, so they became who they are now. Bud Crawford, all the names was around then. Haney and Ryan was in the amateurs fighting each other. So, I mean, like, but now we're getting people that's just started following the sport. Trying to decide what's going on in the sport. Like, bro, it's like me saying it's 4th and 1 on the 20-yard line, and I'm telling you to go for it when you're like, bro, we're already up 5. Let's just kick the 3. We go for it, lose possession, they score. Game up. It's like, and they hop in the box and like saying, I mean, I've heard some of the most ignorant stuff, man. They got, why ain't Tank Davis fighting Jerron Ennis? Like, what? Like, man, come on, man. What are you like? You just got here, and that's the Ryan Garcia and social media effect of people that didn't watch boxing before. Now it's become popularized than it more was. Now they're newbies in here. You having an argument and explain something to a person inside the argument as they're talking about it. Man,
what I will say
I love it.
What I will say to your example is you're a Carolina Panther fan, so of course y'all would have done something retarded like went forward and it backfired and then y'all lost the game.
Hey, you know who the 49ers remind me of? Anthony Joshua.
Say something. And then you gonna say something disrespectful.
Y'all, Anthony Joshua out there, boy. Y'all knocking Ghana out one time. Y'all think y'all want a chip. That wasn't a chip, baby.
AJ, all right, bro.
Yeah, with the Niners.
So who?
AJ, all right.
Man. That's crazy.
AJ, all right. He number 4 in the world.
Well, speaking on AJ though, talking about the heavyweight division, I know you was just talking about Wilder in the card next week. So that's definitely a huge card, man. They're supposed to be Beterbiev versus Bivol for the main event, but Beterbiev got a meniscus tear. So he had to drop out of the fight. So the biggest fight on the card now is Wilder versus Zhang, Big Bang. Like I say every time we talk about this fight, let's leave the judges at home. Because somebody's going to sleep. Somebody's going night in this one, boy. You can go ahead and leave them. And the way they talking, I saw him interview Big Bang the other day. They was like, Big Bang, what's the, some key points, some things that you're going to look at in this fight? What's going to happen? He was like, bang, bang, bang. I let you know right there what's going down, baby. Bang, bang, bang. Yes, sir. This is going to be a banger.
Hey, don't forget about Wilder preaching. Wilder told everybody, man, he said, that man that y'all chastised for wanting to kill a man when he said he wanted to catch a body, he said, I became passive. He said, I practiced my Zen. I did all this stuff. Y'all ain't like that. He said, that man that wanted that body, he's back. Y'all wanted him, y'all got him. So, God, this is God. If they was ever going to say Godzilla versus King Kong, this is the perfect fight for it, man. Because these boys, man, they both got heat behind the punches.
He's selling the fight, but I do think.
Now, I'm not selling the fight, man. I'm trying to man, Big Zhang and Wilder.
No, I get it. I think Wilder, a part of me feels like Wilder will come out and just show the world that he can box. Because for the longest time, he's just been land a big punch guy.
Man, ain't no
hey, hold on. Before you move too far for that, can Draymond Green come out and show us he's Steph Curry?
You must ain't seen this Michigan State film.
Hey, Wilder boxing, bro. Like,
no, I not boxing to the point where not boxing to the point where he's like become like mechanical and all that other stuff. I'm just saying, like, the biggest knock on Wilder has, especially with Fury, and we know Fury is a different animal, but the biggest knock on Wilder has been he's just a one-trick pony. So a part of me feels like that he'll still be a one-trick pony, but it'll just be cleaned up a little bit more. He's not going to go in there and wholeheartedly bang like they're trying to make it out to be. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's going to come out here and try to point him to death, or it's just going to look just magnificent. No, it's not that. It's going to be one of those things where he's just going to be more wiser when he picks his spots instead of going in there thinking he's just going to swing for the fence and that's going to be it.
Zhang will knock him out if he fights like that, man. Zhang can box, man, and Zhang heavy-handed, man. He can't go in front of Zhang. He just gonna have to put that hand out there and hope it hit him. If he box Zhang, it's all. Well, I ain't even gonna say that because after the 6th round or 7th round, if Wilder's on his back foot actually boxing like you said, man, I swear, man, I'll be done with boxing. If Wilder comes out there and boxes and wins this fight in 12 rounds with Zhang, that'll change everything, bro. Because this really ain't supposed to go 12, bro.
It's not.
I mean, like,
it's not.
It's no way it's gonna go 12 because of the fighters and the styles. And Zhang don't want to fight after 8 rounds, bro. He don't want to fight. He needs a towel in there or something, bro. He's done. But if we see that Wilder on the Stavern Wilder, the Luis Ortiz Wilder, that Wilder that was actually boxing a southpaw, one of the better southpaws at heavyweight, man, on PEDs.
Basically, what you're saying. I'm saying, basically what you're saying, if we get the Wilder before Malik Scott, because that's my biggest problem, Malik Scott in his corner. But that's what he was doing all that. Malik Scott over there telling the man, hey, work the jab, keep working the jab. Man, we in round 8, bro. He done lost every round. Why we working the jab? Go get it, big dog. It's time to go get it. That's the wrong way to be talking to this man. Like, oh no, calm down, pit bull. Don't show you a pit bull. That's what he was telling the man. I'm like, bro, he done lost every round. It's time to get it.
That's stupid corner work. When they sitting there seeing the fight, like, bro, you're winning, and you sat down in the corner, the judge's card got you down 8 rounds. That's stupid as hell to me, man. That shit pisses me off too, man. That's like bad coaching, bro. That shit's unacceptable, bro.
Hey, they got Don King in that corner, man. Don King be fixing them fights. It has to be for some dumb shit like that to be happening. Yeah.
We ain't got time for that in boxing, man. We ain't doing no more.
I'm still rocking strong. He trying to get Adrian Broner in the ring right now. In about 2 weeks in Florida.
I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that. I don't want to, go too fast, but I don't know about it. I don't know about Adrian Broner at this point in his life, man.
Blair Cobb
he got a lot going on. He probably will. I ain't going to like that at all. AB just trying to get a check, man, to cash out. He broke right now.
Oh, okay, gotcha. But yeah,
he ain't about billions no more.
Oh, you say?
I mean, I don't know, but if he go in there and he knocked Blair Cobb out, his name just jumped into a mix, man. He go.
But the issue with him, even if he does do that, the issue with him is when he ain't got nothing lined up, like he ballooned up to about 195, 200. That dude be huge, and he can't fight at 47. He got to fight at 40.
With Tank, man. He training and doing shit with Tank, man. He got his mind in a different place. He was already talking during the interview and stuff. I think he understands how quick you can come up and how quick you can fall off the come up, man.
And I feel you there, but I think he's a day late dollar short.
Yeah, I ain't saying he's.
Yeah, I might be on. I'm in that same wave.
Title.
The division he got to fight in is at 140. You know, he hit the 140 division. He got to be in there with all them dogs at 140. He can't fight at 47. He's too small. He showed that. So even if he do make weight, it's like you fighting dogs.
Hey, if I was at 135, I'd go right to 147. I ain't going to at 140. There's some dogs out there. Teofimo, man, fuck, man. And that, man, that's
go to 147 and be the guy
out there. Teofimo, like
you go to 147, you gonna meet the Grand Master out of all of them, Jerron Ennis. We're sitting there waiting on you.
Nobody want none of that, man. Not them small. Not right now.
Boots, AB just need to go ahead. I think you were saying that earlier, Gus. He just need to, whatever happens, he just need to get this check and move on in life. His time has passed.
He can knock Blair Cobb out though. If Adrian Broner actually throws punches, he can knock Blair Cobb out because Blair Cobb he's Tyson Fury with a lesser chin. He can knock him out, man. He really can. He want to show do all this fancy shit in the ring. He can knock him out, bro.
I think the intriguing part is that people want to see what Adrian Broner look like now, though.
Yeah, he knocked Blair Cobb out. He's gonna get gassed up, but
he can make money as a gatekeeper. He ain't gonna get no more title shots.
Oh yeah, no. Title shots over with. I think they died 5 years ago.
I mean, is this when he fighting Blair Cobb? Is it at 140 or 147?
It's supposed to be at 40. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be at 40.
I thought it was 40. Yeah, that's what I read.
He don't want no damn. He don't want no problem with none. The 140 class is lit, man. Maybe he try to cherry pick Devin Haney, but like I said, Devin's tied into where he's either got to fight a mandatory.
Yeah, man.
Or lose the belt.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. He does defeat on words he go to next.
Pitbull Cruz and Teofimo Lopez. Come on, man.
You said if who lose?
That's a hard night for any boxer, even top tier.
Okay. Where does Adrian Broner go if he does beat the homeboy?
He's going out the window.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, Broner win. I feel like he's gonna go to catchweight. Catchweight.
He hit that Gamboa range now. You know, Gamboa was the man for a while, was a big name, and then he just started being a gatekeeper for all the up and coming guys. Started knocking them out, left and right stuff, beating up on them until he's no more. But at one point in time, Gamboa was like that. Just like, AB. So,
I'm about to say, like that, man. It was the Pacquiao fight that changed Adrian Broner's career, man.
Huh?
Pacquiao? Yeah. Or was it the other one?
Nah, that was Maidana.
Yeah, Madonna.
No, I mean, he
changed
Maidana, but that wasn't the fight that changed his career, man. It was Pacquiao, man.
Nah, Maidana
beat him up.
Maidana knocked him out when he did all shit, but he got in there with Pacquiao, got dubbed, and then got in the ring afterwards and said, I beat that man. I don't care what nobody says, I beat that man. And
yeah, I mean that, but when he got out of the ring with Maidana, he couldn't even speak, bro. Like he was so broke up. He was a different man after he walked out of the fight. Because that's why he kept saying, he said, man, something was in his glove. Something was in his glove. He kept saying all that.
Man. It probably was, though.
Yeah, because that's why when Floyd fought Maidana after that, Floyd, him and got into it when he tried to use the same glove that he fought AB with. And Flo was like, I ain't fighting you, bro. Ain't no way I'm about to fight you with them gloves. And so, yeah, it was something to it. Well, there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
But Broner, yeah, man. I mean, like he on his way out, man. He just there to keep. He filler boxing right now, like episodes in Dragon Ball Z, nigga, where nothing happens. That's what Adrian
He said just filler episodes.
Filler episodes, man. Just there to be there, man.
He said Adrian Broner be fighting at the National Guard here in a little bit.
Man, Adrian Broner gonna be bouncing into local fucking clubs, man.
Yeah. I dig that, man.
Especially if he don't knock Blair Cobb out. Oh, he does.
It's a dub. Yeah, it's super dub. Super dub. But yeah, man. Hey, look. One time for boxing, because I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. These past 3 years, 2 years, it's been a joy to actually be a boxing fan.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you know,
we got
at one point,
coming, man.
Right, at one point, nobody was ever trying to pay $89, $79, $99 for pay-per-view. It was a while for motherfuckers, for people was doing that. Now you got people who will pay that if they don't hit a streaming service up. So that's a good thing for boxing.
I mean, you should pay stuff like that when you got Tank Davis and David Benavidez on the same card. Like, man, y'all people don't understand what they're getting to watch right now. Like, they don't understand the talent. Like, I like if you just had somebody just like randomly watch a boxing fight, I'm like, man, what is this, man? But if you go take them and they watch the skilled fighters, the prize fighters, they were like, man, I love this, man. I'm like, yeah, you will love it. But what makes it better is the drama, the ups and downs.
Right.
The triangles in boxing, man. Like, man, you look so good against him, but you look so trash against him. He dubbed you, but then he dubbed him. Like, wow. It's like, I'm telling you, man, that triangle theory in boxing, man, there's no math equation for it. There's no mathematical equation for triangle theories in boxing. There's nothing for it because it makes no sense, man. Like, it'd probably be like how Yusuke beat Fury and Joshua, but if he fought Wilder probably knock him out.
I do have a question for y'all since I haven't I haven't talked boxing with y'all for a while, but I do have a question for y'all. What do y'all think about Paul and Tyson, man? What's the point in this fight here? What are we doing? What's the point in this, man? Is there a point in this fight, or is it just we just selling tickets and selling merch?
Hey, Mike said it. He said he made Jake Paul. He gonna end him. You know, he brought him into this world. Said he gonna take him out.
Man, come on.
He started him on Triller that one day and said he gonna end him.
Man.
Hey, bro.
Nah.
I was on the boat of like Jake Paul gonna hurt Mike Tyson, but after I seen the press conferences and seen Mike talk, man, he about to hurt this white boy, man. As soon as the bell ring, bro. He really about to hurt him, bro. Fixed. He already said it, man. He about to really hurt it. It ain't, man. As soon as that bell ring, he about to be on him like he's never seen. He don't know what that level is, man. Mike's a heavyweight, man. Jake don't have no idea what type of pressure about to be on him in 2-minute rounds. Man, he better hope Tyson turns 67 round 2. Because if he don't age in the next round, he gonna hurt him, man. And I was all about Jake knocking him out. Like, man, Jake could possibly sleep him. But Mike is Mike, man, and Jake Paul ain't Lennox Lewis or Buster Douglas, man.
Yeah, I feel you. He said, "Have that have a time about things." That's crazy, man. Good luck,
man. You ever seen, man? I seen Tyson on the pads. Man, ain't no fucking way, man.
Yeah, all his video clips make me feel like you're a dummy to try to step in front of that. I feel like his pad man is stupid for being this pad man.
Man, you better be Tyson. Wilder, so you can't.
One question I got about this fight is I'm 100% for Tyson, but I do got one question. The only question I got is, are they doing real testing? Because I know Jake about to be super juiced. It's coming in the ring.
Nigga, have you seen Jake?
Hey, big. That's what I'm saying. He about to be juiced for real. If
Man,
it ain't no testing on the
already,
fight.
like, man, ain't no goddamn testing, man. Mike probably on HGH. The nigga 57. Ain't no fucking testing.
Hey,
And Jake
Mike.
look swole
No,
as hell,
Mike.
man. Jake look like a fucking fluffed up pillow and shit, man. Them niggas
Hey,
grown
Mike
shit,
kept
man.
it simple, man. He was on that Frank Thomas, man, that Nugenics.
Oh man, get out of here,
Man,
dude.
here you go, man.
Oh
man,
man,
Nugenics,
get out
that
of
boy.
commercial
here.
ain't been around in years,
Get
man.
out of here, dude. Hey, yeah,
I don't
right.
even think
Hey,
that
you
exists no more, man.
Hey, nah, hell nah. You up at 3:00 in the morning? It's
Yeah,
on
it
there
be
when
on.
Frank come on the screen. Yeah, I'm Frank
Man,
Thomas.
Frank don't be on
Nugenics.
man. Nugenics, bro. I guarantee you, we look it up. That shit don't exist no more, man. That was like
I'm telling you.
years ago.
I'm telling you.
Man.
Yo. You'll see Frank at 3 in the morning, man. Him and what's my man name?
Boy.
What's him and the Jimmy Johnson? Both of them be on there.
Man,
Hey, Mike hit that Nugenics about an hour before he go out for the fight. Somebody going to sleep. Tell you that now.
hey man, yeah, I'm gonna say this conversation for when we done, man. I heard Mike Tyson, bro. This is how I know he gonna hurt him, bro. Man, did you see what he was saying to Joe Rogan and stuff, man?
Yeah. When he started crying and all that stuff and like tears and all
how
that.
He talked man, how he was sitting there talking about he gets excited when he hits the bag, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was all that same interview.
Yeah, he was sitting there getting excited, like, man, and then Joe Rogan was like, man, ain't nobody gonna tell Mike he's excited. Like, who gonna tell that man he's excited right now, man? That's why I said he gonna hurt him, bro. Bro, that's an animal, bro.
I just hope that
man, no, he gonna hurt him, bro. And I know he's on stuff, bro. You only moving like that as a man if you own stuff, bro. You're not waking up on those Mike on some different, bro.
Hey man, listen. I hope they just don't pay him to take a fall like they done paid the last 5 fighters.
Man, that's Mike Tyson, bro.
And I get it, shit.
That's Mike. He don't. What does he need to take the fall for? Money? It's Mike Tyson.
I mean, the other jokers did it for money.
Man, he about to hurt this boy, man. I think he gonna, bro. He gonna knock him out the first round. In the first round,
but
I
think some of the
bro, he gonna go in.
But a lot of didn't they say there's no headshots in this fight?
No, I ain't heard nothing like that.
That
was the Roy Jones agreement.
Oh, that was the Roy Jones joint.
Okay,
yeah, my fault. 12 hours, yeah.
It's a pro fight, bro. It's going on Mike Tyson's record, bro. So if he loses, he'll be 56-7.
That's trash, but yeah.
He's not. It's not trash. He about to hurt him, man. He about to have another knock. He gonna be, man. He about to knock him out, bro. First round. We about to see vintage Mike. It's Jake Paul, bro. He's not these dudes that boxed in the 90s. Tyson did this to. He's not, man. I'm sorry.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Not, bro.
Let me ask you this.
Hey, listen. The way Tommy Fury had him looking, man, Jake Paul's in trouble, bro.
Hey, let me ask you this. What you gonna do with Jake Paul in the ring, though?
And what?
The same fight that him and Tyson got, but it's you and Jake Paul. What you doing?
Man, I'll smack the hell out of Jake Paul, bro. He ain't about to do
Man, he'll be looking like.
I'm gonna tell you right here. You see it?
He'll be looking like Nate Robinson.
He's gonna be like, man, it ain't working.
Man, you be out there, Nate Rob, man.
Get out of here, man.
They had beans with the beds underneath you and stuff. Sleep.
Bro, give me 2 weeks. Rigorous training.
Man.
I'm knocking Jake Paul out.
Man. Hell no.
They're gonna be like, man, this guy's a prodigy. I'm knocking Jake Paul, man. And that's like, you know what? That's how I know Mike about to do him dirty. If I'm sitting there feeling the way I'm feeling, Mike about to do him dirty.
Man.
Man, he going there and get B-Hop. Go in there and get B-Hop, get put through the ropes.
Man, that chick. Yeah, I'm about to say B-Hop is done got put through the ropes by a lesser man. The whole thing, like Jake has done this to other fighters, retired fighters, but Mike Tyson is different, dog. And
but I think
he was on a different level than these other guys.
Right.
Nah, the way they was laying in that ring, bro. Nah, man, these are fighters, bro. It's like paying a basketball player to get dunked on, bro.
You be amazed. Hey, you seen the edit? You seen the credits on Creed 3? How they fake those knockouts?
Ain't doing that, bro. Like, I ain't.
Jake probably fooled him though. You got to think. Jake probably, when they was there going performing it and rehearsing it, you know, he probably was hitting him with some soft shit. He got in the ring and got them let that thing loose, boy.
Dropped the ball.
Hey man, I just hope. Yeah, hey, you stupid as hell. You stupid. Come on, like he just playing it out. Like, yeah, we're gonna go soft. We're only going 50%. Nigga get in the ring, go 100.
Yeah,
Why?
I know. Dropped him. Man, that's wild. Hey, be funny if it did come out and it was like, yo, it was like that or shit like that. I'd be crying if that was happening.
Hey, but listen, if Jake Paul knocked Mike Tyson out, he gonna break the internet, man.
But like that's why I feel like it's fixed. I feel like it's fixed.
If Mike goes down, yeah, 100% fixed. 100%.
Yeah,
I won't believe it.
But if Mike knocks him out, Mike just cleaned up everything that was going on in boxing with the MMA guys trying to fight, all the bullshit fights and all this other. That's what Mike's here to do. Like bruh said, Mike said, I made you, I'm gonna end you.
I just rather see them. They just need to go and wrestle. The Paul brothers, because I just think he's taking too much from boxing with all this bullshit he's doing. So I'll be happy if Mike Tyson knock him out.
I mean, he can't even affect boxing like you said, affect in boxing. And the effect he did have on boxing was a positive effect because we're getting monster fights. So like the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul shit ain't even really talked about. Like we're not even. That's a fantasy fight. They can make it legal or whatever. We're not even worried about that, man. We got undisputeds. Done had an undisputed. Haneys and Ryans, Tanks and Franks and all. Like, man, we ain't got time for all that.
I like what you said there, though. Yeah, I like what you said there, though, because if pro boxing, doesn't do what they're doing now, then I do think you have the Logan Pauls and these like celebrity fights. They do eventually take over. So you're right. Yeah, I agree with you there. Yeah,
it looked different.
I do agree with you there.
Oh yeah, but right now,
absolutely,
they look. It's a shit show. Because I'm like, bro, we done had an undisputed heavyweight fight. We're about to get undisputed at 175. We're about to get Wilder, Zhang, Joshua versus Winner. Like we're getting so much stuff. It's like, bro, we ain't got time for the fake fights.
Yeah, no, it's entertaining, but ain't nobody really trying to see that. Yeah.
And we don't care, man. But Mike Tyson, he should knock Jake Paul out, man. If you don't,
we all know
like, he gonna break
nonsense if it doesn't. Right.
It's gonna break the internet, man. For 3 days, Twitter, YouTube. Not Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it now. Everything's gonna be flooded with Jake Paul's the man. He's a legend. Jake Paul can beat 2 grizzlies in the back barnyard with a horse kicking him. Like,
man, stop.
That's how they be, man.
Yeah.
That's how they be, man. It be ridiculous, man.
2 grizzlies in the backyard while what?
While horses kicking them. One man beat all 3 of them. A horse was kicking them.
Nah, man, that ain't no way.
Man. Like, come on, man. We already know how hard a horse kick. That one horse kick, you was done. The grizzlies is eating you. You're getting eaten. You're asleep.
There's no way in the world you make it out of that.
You a dog if you do. Man, you a dog of dogs. That's that Revenant. But all the DiCaprio stuff, man.
But I don't see Paul being a dog like that, so I'm with you.
Yeah, it ain't.
Yeah.
No, what other topics we got, man, Gus? What else we got to touch on, man?
I say, yeah, we've been going for damn near 2 hours. I was gonna say, let's finish it off with I don't think we even touched on the main topic we were supposed to talk about was Taylor and Catterall, Jake Catterall that fought earlier today. Rematch fight from about 2 years ago. It was a controversy victory from Josh Taylor the first time around. A lot of people thought he lost that fight. Taylor wanted to get back in the ring, prove it wasn't no fluke. He ended up getting stripped of a couple of his belts trying to make this fight. They're supposed to fight about a year or two ago, a year and a half ago. But, they've had injuries and had some other stuff that come up. And so we couldn't see this fight. But we did get it today, earlier today. Jack Catterall hand was raised. I thought it was a pretty solid fight all the way through. Both fighters.
Let's go.
Both fighters had had some success in the fight, but I think they gave it to the right fighter. Yeah, it went 12, but I thought they gave it to the right fighter. But I didn't agree with the scorecard. They had like a landslide victory for Catteral. I thought it was a lot closer than what they had it. Jack definitely won the fight in my opinion, but it was a lot closer. It was like 117 to 111 on 2 of the 3 cards.
Man, them judges, man, we got to do something about that in boxing, man. Like that stuff be crazy. Man. It'd be crazy.
Hey, it was so egregious that Bob Arum jumped in the ring, cut the interview off. Bob grabbed the mic and said, "This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Did you hear that? The judges, the scorecards and all this stuff." He went off. He said Josh should have won. It was unanimous.
Oh wow, yeah,
unanimous.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go watch. I'm gonna have to go watch.
I wasn't mad at who won. I was just mad at how far it was. He said Josh should have won. I didn't agree with that part, but I get what he meant with the scorecard was too far away. Bob was pissed. Eddie Hearn was sitting in the background laughing, like you can see Eddie right behind him. He's smiling. Bob going off about it.
He was hot.
And I told you, man, when we was going into this, man, Josh Taylor, he's aged so quickly, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame, man, because he was a great boxer, man. He was great, and it's just like his skill level is just drastically fell off, man. And that last dog fight with Catterall, I just felt like he was gonna give it to him this time because I feel like T.O. just took a little bit out of Josh, whatever little bit he had, and what he displayed there, like I said, if he looked like the fighter that fought T.O., he's stationary, basic. He's not explosive, doesn't throw any punch well or anything particular. So it's like, what do you have to offer? And so Catteral, I knew he was a dog. He gonna press the fight, his punch output. So I just assumed he was gonna beat him, but I figured it would be close, but I figured Catteral get him. But that Bob Arum stuff, man, it's like, bro, you should have been in the ring numerous times, man. You didn't hop in the ring for Lomo with the Devin Haney fight. You didn't do that. That's one time you should have hopped in there and said that when you don't say that now. But I had to go see it myself, man. But you said you feel like they gave the right man the nod.
Yeah, Catteral should have won the fight. Like I said, it was close, but he had the cleaner, heavier shots. You could tell. You look at Josh Taylor's face when points in time throughout the fight, he was definitely feeling the punches. Like you could just see it all in his face. So, I think they gave it to the right fighter. I just don't think it was as far as it.
How they made it seem.
Judge. Yeah,
it was a split decision, not no majority decision, unanimous decision.
Yeah, it was unanimous.
That's what I'm saying. You saying it should have been at least a split.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I would have went with what 115, 113, or somewhere close in there. That'd have been a better range. Maybe even 116. Well, I think the third card was 116, 112. So that wasn't as bad.
Wow,
but
that's a dog walking.
Yeah,
that's a dog walking on the cards, man.
You said 116, 112.
Yeah, that's a dog walking, man.
Damn, that's a big difference.
Now, how you do that with no knockdown? You got to have a knockdown in the one. Did Taylor get dropped?
Nah, he was standing the whole time. Like I said, he had moments where he was looking good, and then he had moments where it was like the dude wouldn't let his hands go. He wouldn't even punch at certain point in time. I could tell he was hurt. He was being hurt by the punches. So now I can see Porter, you was asking a minute ago about if Adrian Broner win, what could he do? You know, I can see him and Josh Taylor mixing it up at 140. You know, they're both in that same
Both
kind of lane.
where they just
That'd
stopping
be a
people.
good fight. Yeah, that'd be a good fight too. Just something to watch. Two decent names.
Hey, how much you paying for that fight if it happened?
It wouldn't even be on
Streamings.
You wouldn't have to pay for it. It wouldn't be on pay-per-view, man.
Hey, they had a video on piggybacking off of that stream meets though. They had a video of LeBron. I think he was at Bronny's game or at the pre-draft workout. He was trying to watch the playoff game, and the man was on stream meets watching the game and stuff, bro, on the computer. They was over there videotaping the man.
Wow.
Even Bron using stream meets?
Hey, listen. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing or what, man.
Yeah, because you know what that means now. He about to endorse a lot of shit. And
chill out, man. We live.
Oh.
We live, man. But I don't like that. That's a good look, man. Bron, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You get free Nikes. Man, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way, man.
And you made House Party 7.
Like, bro, man. Ain't no way you out here moving like that and then gonna do that like that. You gonna slip up. You know better than that, bro.
You want to pay for them subscriptions, boy. See, I'm good on that.
Man, I don't know what he own, man. I mean, like, I don't understand the world. If LeBron James, a billionaire, damn near, I mean, I don't understand what the world expects, man.
Yeah, man. Free is free. I don't care how you look at it. I don't care how much money you got.
Yeah, right. I just want to keep it the way it is, and we don't need somebody that's got all these eyes on them doing certain things. LeBron, if you're watching this stream, do you understand what I'm saying? Okay? That's crazy right there, because, man, I'd be upset if I can't watch the fight. I got enough stuff.
Because LeBron, I feel you.
Yeah, because
LeBron, you know,
man, no way.
Bond over there trying to figure out how he can illegally get his son into the league, even though he ain't good enough.
Yeah, no, man, that's a whole other conversation. Cause that dude, is some dude on YouTube or I think I was on X where they are giving all of Bronny James the comps he would be, and not one of them are like, like you can tell they just shit on him.
Just name one of them, because I guarantee they disrespected whoever he named. They didn't disrespect Bronny, they disrespected the other guy.
I think one of them was like Dante Exum. I think one of them was like what's my man name that used to play for the Magic? For Jameer Nelson. It was
Jameer Nelson was way better than Bronny.
Yeah, I'm just telling you the days like it was just days like that dude was going through. They were just calling him like all kinds of shit like that. It was hilarious.
You know, Jameer Nelson and Delonte West played together at I forgot what college it was.
St. Joe's? St. Joe's?
St. Joseph, something like that.
Yeah.
They're both teammates right there, so man, they don't surprise me.
Yeah, but they were just saying stuff like that. I don't even think Bronny Jr. is that. I think Bronny Jr. needs to go ahead and pull what Michael Jordan's older son did and get the second one.
Hold on, you saying Jameer Nelson is Bronny's dad?
No. They were saying his comp, like who he would be in the NBA.
I was about to say, man, ain't no way, man. I was about to say he damn sure ain't LeBron's height.
But they lied though. You want to know who his comp is?
Who?
His comp is Coach Carter's son in the movie.
Oh
Coach
man,
Carter.
you need to stop.
That's who he is. If we're gonna keep it real,
you need to stop. Nah, he's my man from Onyx on Sunset Park.
Hey, no, but Sunset Park, what time is it?
I'll take him.
It's time to represent.
Sunset Park, what time is it?
That's my favorite, man.
Nah, I saw somewhere on X where they said, what's my man on Jesus Shuttlesworth, the point guard?
Little dude. That was his homeboy or his cousin. It was a cousin.
Yeah. They called Bronny James that. I was crying. I was like, man, that's crazy. Oh, shit. I was like, man, that's crazy. They've been
Yeah,
killing
man.
that
But the
man.
craziest thing lately, though, they've been talking about possibly like teams taking him like top 5. You know,
No.
for the perks of getting his pops and all this stuff. I'm like, bro,
Yeah, that's I already
they
knew what
should
that
have
was
on that.
in the league, bro. I was telling him, I was like, bro, he gonna be a Laker or whatever team he gets drafted by. That's where LeBron's going. Like it's already set up. So the Lakers, they're gonna draft him.
Yeah,
I
hey,
don't
man,
feel like
listen.
they're
At
not
the end of the day,
championship material right now, man.
LeBron James is a big draw, but I'm not sacrificing my future for a 40-year-old man. I'm just
No,
not.
not
I'm just
either.
not about to. That's
How you
not
gonna
me.
Bucks.
sacrifice the future?
Because
Bronny's
you're going to
not
give
going
up
first
a.
round. We don't have
No, I'm
the
just
Lakers
saying if
don't.
he was to go
They
to
don't
the
have a
top
first round
5, like
pick.
he was saying, if he was going top 5, like
The man's not.
Gus
His
just
son's not
said,
going in the first round, man.
he said
He's
he's going to be
not.
in the G League.
Bro, no, he's gonna get drafted by the Lakers and be on the just like how Giannis's brother Thanos and his other brother that was drafted by the Lakers that got moved up from the G League, but then eventually got set. That's what it's gonna be, man. Because they're gonna placate LeBron. Because what are they gonna do? They have championship
But
aspirations.
if the Lakers get him, probably gonna force him to get him first round though, because they ain't gonna want to be on put him on that. You know, second round is a lot of them. They try to put him on the 2-way deals and send him down to the G League and do all that other shit. And Broner, he ain't going for that either. He expecting Broner to play year 1.
Yep.
I mean, you can expect all you want, but I
You
mean,
said
can
what
you
the
actually?
result?
I mean, there's only so far your daddy's name can get you, man. Eventually, your skill gonna have to get you there, man. You know what I'm
So
saying?
that'll
Like,
never happen.
I ain't gonna say he can't be a player in the league, but I don't feel like he's gonna be a starter and an impact player. Like this nigga is
Who?
known.
Hold on, wait. You said starter and impact player?
Yeah, I said I don't think he's gonna be a starter or impact player.
Yeah,
But he's
he
not
would
better
be.
than he's not better than Jello Ball. And Jello couldn't stay in the league, bro. Like
I think that
Jello is
was
better than
something
him.
else, though. I think that was something else, though. I don't
I mean,
hardly think it.
politics, man. His daddy's
Yeah,
LeBron, man, so he's gonna have that. And he can't
but
play ball halfway decent. He's not exceptional, but
he'd be Luke Walton on the Lakers team when they win.
Don't disrespect Luke.
it's a
Don't
different
And
disrespect
animal,
Luke
Luke.
man.
did.
A Luke
Luke didn't
Walton.
do nothing.
Luke put on at what was
Walton
it? UCLA?
NBA.
Luke was a double at UCLA. Bronny
Yeah,
James was like 4 points.
yeah, but Luke Walton didn't play none in the NBA.
I'm just saying, but we gotta compare the levels of what we just seen, bro. And like, bro, Marcus Jordan, we all consider Marcus Jordan, Jeffrey, and them not to be the guys, and they came out of Mike. Marcus had like 14 points in college.
You
Bronny
said
averaged
Bronny
like
still
4,
only averaged only 4 points.
something like that, but I don't know exact, but it's
That
somewhere
man's
in that
heart
range.
stopped. His heart stopped.
Man, that was a made up story, man.
Man, that
Oh, you
man's heart
said it
stopped.
was real?
He had to go out there
Allegedly.
and go find
Hey,
more heart, man. Who else you know
you
can do that,
said
man?
you said it
Hey,
was made up because he
Only
was
LeBron
ass.
James' son. Only
I'm
LeBron
a
James' son
legend it was
can
made
lose
up.
his heart and go get more. Come back with more.
You
Hey, you
said he
right.
from.
That's hard.
In the same way Bron can get that Balco, so he can still be doing what he doing at 40. I know he can get something for his son.
Here we go,
Hey,
man.
look. You said he
You know he on that Balco. KG
you
said,
said
What y'all gonna do? Make LeBron give a hair sample? He can't.
man.
I mean, he ain't winning no championships anyway, so it don't matter.
Hey, look. You said Bronny James went and got some courage from the lion off the Wizard of Oz.
Man. Hey, bro, what Bronny James is doing is taking his daddy's last name and utilizing it.
Hey, nepotism. I feel you.
Hey, because look, Bryce gonna be the one in the league that really do.
Yeah, he's gonna be a more natural baller, but the thing about Bryce is it's like Bronny got the wheel and he wants it more. Bryce is more laid back and it's like, you know, if I ball, I ball. If not, you
Not
know,
I'm gonna
it
be on
is.
Fortnite.
Yes, whatever.
And
Like
Bryce got the God gifts, man. The height, the size, the athleticism. Bronny is 6'1". They was capping all throughout college like he was 6'4", 6'5", man. He's 6'1". Bryce is 6'4" now. Legit 6'4". So I mean, he got the most potential, man, and he's athletic and stuff. So, and he's the younger brother, man. So he gets to learn from Bryce's, Bronny's mistakes. But Bronny just got his daddy's first name. Oh, you LeBron James Jr. We're gonna get you in the league, bro. But after your daddy retire, you out.
Right.
that's what's gonna happen, man.
All right, they need to go ahead and tell them, man. They got leagues in Lithuania and stuff like that. You can go on over there, make a couple of dollars.
Lithuania, that's crazy.
Hey man, they got pickups. They got pickup games at the Y every night, man.
Hey, Planet Fitness, man, that's crazy. But Gus and Rich and Slugfest, man, I appreciate y'all having me, man. This was a good time, dude.
Hey, we definitely appreciate it too, but we better get out of here too, man. We've been here about 2 hours and 5 minutes. You know, we had some people tuning in, listening to us. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, on the radio. Make sure y'all tune in again. We'll probably be back in a few days, but for sure we'll be back next Sunday, dropping a new episode. But we got to get out here and get ahead of this big fight that's coming up next Saturday. So look forward to coming the next couple of days over the night. Catch me, Gus, at Slugfest _ on Twitter. Well, down on as X. Rich, you drop your handle real quick.
Yeah, man. Catch me at boxing _ RIC 983098.
Any closing words, Porter, before we get up out of here?
Hey, man, man. It's all love, man. You guys keep on bringing boxing to the world, man, and follow me at Coach P on X. And I'm signing out of here, guys.
I got 3 words for you. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go.
Niner gang.
Let's go. June 1st, baby.
Niner gang. That's what you meant to say.
Y'all ass.